Another tough one-run loss. Obviously, what did you evaluate just from that game as an entirety?
I thought Paul started off really strong. Did a great job early on. We got, some base runners there in the first inning. Made Ryan work a lot. Unfortunately, couldn't capitalize on that, but made him work. And even in the second inning, I thought we got the pitch count up, but then he settled into a nice groove. And Paul in the fourth, ran into a little bit of trouble there, and pitch count got up a little bit. But I thought Paul pitched great. I thought Carmen pitched great, and just a tough one-run loss.
What did Paul say, or the conversation to keep him in there for the remainder of the fifth?
Yeah, we had a plan going into the game, just going out, checking, make sure that he was good, and he wanted to get out of that inning, and he was able to do that. And I thought early on his stuff was electric.
I know not the result you guys wanted, but 300 career strikeouts from him now in just 43 starts. He's the first Pittsburgh Pirate to ever do that. I mean, what does that just say about the constant history we're seeing him make?
Yeah, he's unbelievable, and just the stuff that he has, the way that he goes about it. And you saw, his fastball I thought was maybe the best that he's had all season. Just the way that he was able to locate it and blow it by the guys.
What does it say that even with monitoring his workload a little bit more over these last 5-6 starts, he's still, I think, tied for the major league lead in innings pitched this season? What does it just say about the work that he's been able to put into being a workhorse for you guys, regardless of how long he's pitching?
Yeah, it's amazing. Into 116 coming in, another 5 tonight, and just the way that he goes about it, just unbelievable. You guys get to see him every day, the way he works, the way he goes after it, and even in between starts, the way that he does it, and he's one of a kind.
How impressive were those first 3 innings? 33 pitches, and especially the first when he struck on the side.
Yeah, really impressive. Like we said, the fastball is what stood out to me, but he still had the other stuff. The sweeper slider was good, and I thought the first pitch of the game, the blanker he threw was filthy. Just from the side, when you can see it dive like that, it was unbelievable.
Was he the kind of guy that you have to drag off the mound, like you got to fight him to take him out because he's a competitor, or is he also kind of on board with the knowledge that you want to manage his innings?
Oh, he's on board with that. Constant conversation, and he doesn't know exactly. He doesn't want to know exactly the pitch count, but he's on board with where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do, and we also have a little bit of wiggle room to see how he's feeling and what he wants, and he wanted to have one more and get out of that 5th inning, which, as long as we're within range, he's going to get that opportunity.
You kind of mentioned it with the offense, but to, make Joe Ryan pitch or throw that many pitches through the first 2 innings and just kind of not make him pay like maybe you wanted to. How tough is that, just in terms of maybe a momentum standpoint of being able to kind of build off of that?
Yeah, it was. It's tough when you don't score. I think that, making him work in the second inning, like we talked about, you want to continue that. If we could have continued to run those innings out and get his pitch count up into the 70s, 80s a little bit quicker than we were able to, maybe get into the bullpen a little bit faster. Obviously want to score there in the first inning, but trying to continue to drive his pitch count up. He did a nice job of settling down and getting ahead and inducing some weak contact early.
This is tied for the longest losing streak of the season, and obviously it's a losing streak, so there's that. But it feels like there's a bit of a different feel with this losing streak compared to the last one in St. Louis. Is that something that you feel differences between those streaks and the club being in a different spot now than it was then?
I don't know. It's losing streaks are terrible. When you go through it, the players feel it, everybody feels it, fans feel it, everybody feels it. It stinks. And I think the thing that I'm proud of with these guys, they continue to battle even in 9th inning against a really tough closer, find a way to get on. Jack steals second base. We're finishing games. We're right there, 1 run. We just need to find a way to get over the hump.